This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. Porsche got off to a strong start in its first day on the market. Volkswagen launched the IPO of its luxury sports car brand with a market valuation of 75 billion euros. Its shares then rose to over 82 euros, which increased its valuation to more than 77 billion euros. That's just behind Volkswagen at 80 billion euros and ahead of competitors like Ferrari and Mercedes. It was also the biggest listing in Germany since 1996. VW is spinning off Porsche in part to help pay for its switch to electric vehicles. Good news for automakers in the U.S. Car sales are expected to rise this month. A report from J.D. Power LMC Automotive is projecting that sales will reach nearly 960,000 units, up 5.4% compared to a year ago. But the SAAR, or seasonally adjusted annual rate, is still projected to be a weak 13.6 million units. And third quarter sales are also expected to drop 4.2% from a year ago to just over 2.9 million units. General Motors announced it's collaborating with 1D Battery Sciences to use the EV battery startup's technology to make its Ultium battery cells smaller, lighter, and more efficient. 1D has developed silicon nanotechnology that adds more silicon to the anode battery cells by fusing silicon nanowires into graphite. Silicon can also store 10 times more energy than graphite. GM hopes it can integrate this technology into its Ultium cells in order to provide more range at a lower cost.
At Schaeffler, we pioneer motion. Electrifying mobility, manufacturing smarter, reducing CO2 emissions, making energy production clean. Schaeffler pioneers motion to advance how the world moves.
Move over Porsche and make way for the SC01. This good-looking two-seat all-electric sports car is made by a mysterious automaker in China called the Tianjin Gongjiangpai Auto Technology Company. Never heard of them? Neither has anyone in China. It's actually a tuner company that decided to start making its own cars, and the specs look really promising. It weighs only 1,300 kilograms. That's only 2,866 pounds. Two electric motors produce a combined 435 horsepower. Range is said to be 500 kilometers, or about 310 miles. But better still, it starts at only $42,000. And the company is taking reservations right now in China for just $30. BMW is really ramping up its EV sales. In the first half of the year, it sold nearly 76,000 fully electric vehicles. But by the end of the year, BMW's chief financial officer says the company expects EV sales to reach between 240 and 245,000 vehicles. That puts it on target to reach its goal of EVs accounting for 10% of its sales this year. And by next year, BMW expects its EV sales to hit 400,000 units. Bentley is expanding the Bentayga hybrids lineup. The Bentayga S and Azure hybrids feature a slightly larger 18 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which increases torque of the 100 kilowatt electric motor by 15% and power by 6%. When combined with a 3-liter V6 engine, the system puts out a total of 456 horsepower, which is more than before, but performance is still the same 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, with a time of 5.3 seconds. The S version adds a 15% increase to chassis stiffness and a sports exhaust system. The Azure, on the other hand, is all about quiet and comfort. It features more acoustic isolation and comes with Bentley's 22-way adjustable seats. The new Bentayga S and Azure hybrids are available to order right now in most markets. And a quick update on NIO. After announcing that its first battery swapping station for Europe had shipped off to Germany, the EV maker revealed that that station is now up and running. It's able to do 312 swaps a day, and by the end of 2025, NIO says it wants 1,000 battery swapping stations outside of China.
The future of Michigan is extraordinarily bright. We have such incredible assets, and I think more and more we're realizing how to put those together in a way that's going to help this state really help lead the nation as we go forward.
We want to know what drives your testing. OTA, connected car, diagnostics, remote testing. Intrepid Control Systems is here to help you work from anywhere. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data.
Looks like it's heavy-duty truck week. First it was Chevy, then it was Ford, now it's Ram's turn. It introduced the Rebel version of the 2500 pickup. Its style is pretty similar to the Power Wagon, but with a few differences, like unique badging and a Mopar Performance hood. Under that hood is the choice of either a 6.4-liter Hemi V8 or an inline 6-cylinder 6.7-liter Cummins diesel engine. The V8 is mated to an 8-speed trans, while the diesel gets a 6-speed, and the ability to tow nearly 17,000 pounds. The Ram 2500 heavy-duty Rebel also gets a number of off-road goodies, including a rear limited slip differential, rear electronic locker, 33-inch tires, skid plates, and an available 12,000-pound winch. It will only be offered in crew cab configuration with a 6-foot 4-inch bed, and pricing starts at nearly $70,000, including destination charges, when the truck goes on sale in the fourth quarter. You know, I can't remember another time that Citroen has been in our news cycle 3 times in 1 week. But it's making headlines again today with the introduction of a wild-looking concept called the Oli All-E. It's designed to meet future mobility needs, and it's taking a different approach than adding all kinds of technology to the car. Citroen is aiming for a target weight of 1,000 kilograms or 2,200 pounds by using body panels made of recycled cardboard. And because it's so light, it's able to travel 400 kilometers or nearly 250 miles with a 40 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Oli is also designed to last a long time, so many parts are identical, like the doors, bumpers, flat panels, and the glass, which makes it easier to repair, refurbish, upgrade, and or personalize. But the results are one wild concept that's hard to tell if it's coming or going. Last week, Tesla hiked Supercharger prices in Europe, and now it's doing the same in California. Electric reports that many stations are now charging more than 50 cents per kilowatt hour, which translates to a cost of $30 to charge 60 kilowatt hours. Still cheaper than filling a tank with gasoline, but electricity is getting expensive. And that's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for watching.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering, boost your game. Scheffler, we pioneer motion. And by the Michigan Economic Development Corporation.